Okay, in this video I'm going to explain the difference between data scientist and data analyst and machine learning scientist, or sometimes they call it machine learning engineer and data engineer. Now let's just take step by step. Okay, the first one is data engineer. Now basically data engineer's job is to collect the data and store it for me. In a company, if you need a data, let's say you have a business problem, just like we said about in the previous videos, that our sales aren't that much high, people are not buying my products. So this was a business problem. Now once me as a data scientist, I converted or reformatted the business problem into data problem, which means I need customer segmentation. I immediately wrote the features that I want, and I said to data engineer that data engineer, I wanted to get me this data. So data engineer's job is to build a data pipeline in order for him to get the data and give it to me as a data scientist. So here basically he maintains the data access. Okay, this is the database, the big database, and this is the pipeline, and this is the data set. Okay, so he builds this pipeline for me so I can get the data. So maintain the data access. This line should be maintained by him, and he's going to build the data pipeline and the storage solution. Obviously I'm gonna have to store the data in a place, let's say on the cloud or something. And he's an information architect because he knows how the database work. We'll see in details in this video the skills that you need to have in order for you to become a data engineer. So basically data engineering means it's the science of collecting and validating information, which is data. The data scientist can use it, and his job is to build the pipelines and prepare and transform the data to data scientist. Basically, in short, his job is to get the data for data scientist, okay, by building the data pipeline. Now to data analyst. After the data engineer build the pipeline and he basically reestablished the pipeline for me, and once I start getting the data, I have a data analyst who's going to prepare the data for me and explore and visualize the data so I can make sure that whatever the features I needed and the data are correct. So he's going to perform simple analysis, descriptive statistics, charts and histogram and stuff like this, make simple reports and dashboards to summarize the data, so me as a data scientist can have a general look about the data. And obviously he's going to be the person who's going to clean the data. If there was some unnecessary features, he's going to remove it. If there are some missing values, he's going to use some let's say some average and some stuff like this. Okay, he's going to prepare the data for me. So basically data analysis is the process of cleaning and transforming data and discover useful information. Obviously when the data analyst is going to apply descriptive statistics, he's going to draw some charts for me. Okay, obviously he can get some data or some useful information, and I might detect some outliers here. Okay, and data analyst is the person who uses statistical tools like Excel, SAS, Minitab, or whatever R language to interpret data sets. Okay, and this data set were given by data engineer after he built the data pipeline. Okay, now we have data scientist. Now basically data scientist, he built this one and this one. I mean, he also prepared the data and explored the data, and he does the experimentation and prediction. Okay, he knows machine learning and he knows everything that data analyst knows, and he knows how to build the machine learning model. Now we have machine learning engineer or a specialist. Basically we can see that he does exactly the same what data scientists do, but I put 2 double check mark here because machine learning engineer is the one who actually build the model and deploy it. Okay, I mean, like his job is going to be here in this section. So the machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatically through experience and by the use of data, which is basically what I told you, that I have a data, I feed it to an algorithms, and the algorithms learn by itself. This is a machine learning, and machine learning engineer is the one who does the training and testing and stuff like this. Why I didn't explain data science and data scientist? In the first videos of this course, I did explain what is a data science and what is a data scientist. And here we can see that data scientist actually is the big boss. Here we can see data scientist is the big boss. He knows this one. I mean, data scientist can work as a data engineer, and he can work as a data analyst, and he can work as a machine learning engineer. Okay, now you'll be like, okay, if I am working as a data scientist, you might be working data scientist, but your job might be more of a data analyst, or sometimes more of as a data engineer. If you come, if you want to become a data scientist and you have, let's say you were a database admin, database developer, okay, and you want to become data scientist, so data engineer field will be suitable for you. If you are coming from a statistical background or business analyst, data analyst is going to be the perfect job for you. If you have a software engineering background or a programmer or developer, machine learning engineer will be suitable for you. If you want to become a data scientist, you need to learn this and this and this. Sometimes you'll be working, let's say you're working in a company as a data scientist, you might be working more of machine learning and less of a data analyst, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't know this and this, because you'll be supervising their job. Here in data engineer, his task is to extract and acquire the data from different sources and maintain it. Remember the example that I gave you in the previous videos about the NLP, the Twitter sentiment analysis of the positive and negative and neutral tweets? Data engineer is going to build the API and extract the data from Twitter and prepare it in a CSV file and give it to the data analyst. A data analyst is going to analyze the data and visualize the data and draw some charts and a statistical analysis and stuff like this. And then we have data scientist who's going to extract the information from the data by building model and machine learning. So now you will be saying, okay, what is the difference between data scientist and machine learning? It's the same thing. I mean, like, look here, it's the same thing. Then what is the difference? I mean, in this chart, you told me that it's everything. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're working on Uber company, or Lyft. I'm pretty sure you know one of them. Okay, and you have two persons. We have a data scientist and we have machine learning engineer. Sometimes when you call the Uber, the application is going to show you that 5 minutes and the driver will come. So you prepare yourself, everything is ready, you go downstairs, suddenly this 5 minutes became 15 minutes, which means the algorithm that is working on Uber needs more training. So machine learning engineer who's working in Uber, his job is to be improve the machine learning algorithms that are used in Uber. Now what about the data scientist, the one who's working at Uber company? He's going to check the timing of these people who are calling Uber, and let's say if it was a school timings, that's mean that this person who's calling Uber driver in this time, there is a big chance that he is or she is a student. So I might give him some student coupon, discounts, some groups, this type of things. This is what data scientist is going to do. This is the difference between machine learning and data science. They're both going to use machine learning algorithms. Both are going to use R and Python and statistics and math and stuff like this. Okay, I'll explain it more. Let's say the data. Let's say you work. Have you seen this? I don't know about this chef, but in this type of TV shows, okay, the chef, he got everything ready. You see, the plates are ready, all the ingredients are ready with the exact same measurement. This is a data scientist. Okay, I'm pretty sure when he prepared his show, he asked his assistant that go to the farm and get me fresh vegetables, and go to the butcher shop and get me a fresh meat. The person who gets these things, the raw things, are called data engineer. Here we are getting the data, okay? And then the data analysts get the data from the data engineer and prepare it exactly how the data scientist wants. Let's say he brought 2 kilos of tomatoes, but in his recipe he only needs 1 kilo. So the data analyst is going to take only 1 kilo, and he's going to, let's say, chop it into small pieces. Same thing, he's going to take only the rib eye steak and prepare it, and prepare everything, all the seasoning, everything. He's going to put it here. Data scientist is going to come and explain and do the dish, the final product. Obviously the data scientist or the chef, he knows these things. I mean, he's an expert, but he always needs his assistants. This is the similarity. I'm trying to give you an example between data scientist and data analyst and data engineer. And the machine learning obviously going to be the guy who is cooking, but it's the same. Machine learning and data scientists, they're the same in a matter of learning resources. If you go and check, you'll see all the courses on Udemy will be like data science and machine learning bootcamp, data science and machine learning diploma, data science and machine learning certificate, because they're the same. But at the job, they're a bit different, because data scientist more of a generalized job. Okay, hope this example clarifies for you the difference between data scientist and data analyst and data engineer. I will see you in the next video.